Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of surface area, specifically how we can find the lateral and total surface area of a cylinder, and we'll do it in 5 minutes or less. So when we're talking about the surface area, we're talking about the area outside. We're not talking about the volume. And there's two different types of surface area. So this first one we're going to look at is the lateral surface area. So really what we're looking at is we're looking at this curved surface. We're not looking at the bases. That's going to be included in our total surface area. So pretend that we're looking at this curved surface that wraps around the two bases. How do we find the lateral surface area of that? Well, the equation we're going to use is 2 pi RH. And you might be thinking, why in the world would we want to use that? Well, let's see if we can break this down. It's really two different parts. So the circumference of a circle, that is 2 pi r. So really we're looking at the circumference times the height if we really wanted to make it look a little bit cleaner. So the circumference is 2 pi r. And remember, the circumference it's kind of like the perimeter of a circle. How far around? So we just need to see how far around that circle is, right? And then we're going to have it move up and see how high it is. So we're going to see how many layers of that circle around that we can stack up on top to get just the surface area of that lateral curved surface. All right, so we're going to use the circumference of 2 pi r. And so our radius here is 5. So that's really 2 pi times 5. Let's go ahead and multiply 2 times 5. So that's 10 pi, right? So let's bring that down here. So 10 times 3.14. We're going to approximate that for pi. And we know what happens when we multiply by 10, right? When we multiply by 10, it just moves the decimal over because we have a base 10 system. So really, it's just going to equal 31.4. So our circumference, our 2 pi r is 31.4. Now we need to multiply that by the height to see how high that goes. All right, so that's going to be 32. It's 8, that's 11, 24, 25. And then we could just put 314 right here. Since it's a 1, that's 2, 5, 6. And 5. I got 1 digit behind the decimal. So my lateral surface area is going to be 565.2 units. Now, that just gets me that curved surface area. If I want my total surface area, I'm going to need to use this so it repeats. Right? So we've already got that 565.2 plus 2 pi r squared. Well, pi r squared is really the area. So I just want to double the area of my top, the area of my bottom, and I'm going to multiply it by 2 simply because there's 2 of them. I need to find out once and then double it. So let's see what my pi r squared is going to be. So that is going to be pi times 5 squared, which is pi times 25. All right, so let's do 3.14 times 25. And that's going to be 20. 5, that's 7, that's 15. That's going to be 8, 2, and 6. So that's 15, that's 6, that's 8. 7, 8, 5, 0. We've got 2 decimals there. And remember now, that's the area, so now we got to double it. So let's just double it. We're going to get a nice clean 17, that's 15. So I got 157. So I've got my 157. Add that to my lateral surface area, and I'm finally going to get my answer of 12,722.2. So that's the total surface area. So remember, we did 2 different things for our lateral surface area. We're just finding the circumference, 2 pi r, multiplying it by the height. For the total surface area, we're bringing over the lateral. Then we're finding the area of the base. We're doubling that, and then we're going to add that back into our lateral surface area.